Bold selections pay off for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as pace and energy thrive in 7th straight win. Another win for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, another display of youthful vigor from Manchester United. The change of mood in a month since Solskjaer's smile replaced Jose Mourinho's scowl at Old Trafford is palpable all around the club. Victory number 7 against Brighton ended nervously as United hung on to a 2-1 lead, but it was built on first-half goals from Paul Pogba and Marcus Rashford, and the kind of enterprising performance we have come to expect from Solskjaer's United in a surprisingly short space of time. It was easy to forget that sat on the bench waiting their turn were Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez. For all that has been said about the positivity surrounding Solskjaer's return to United as caretaker manager, it's been overlooked that he has made some rather bold decisions about the squad he inherited. Lukaku is, after all, a £75 million striker, and Sanchez the club's highest earner. But Solskjaer made it clear pretty much from the get-go how he wants to set up an attack, and reputations obviously count for very little. This was the 4th time in 6 Premier League games under Solskjaer that Rashford, Anthony Martial and Jesse Lingard have started as the front three, and Martial only missed the Boxing Day win over Huddersfield because he missed his flight back from Paris after spending Christmas at home in France. The new manager wants pace and energy up front, and is not afraid to trust in youth to get what he wants. If 2 of his 3 forwards, Rashford and Lingard, are products of United's youth system, then all the better. Solskjaer admitted for the first time on the eve of this game that his first-choice attack is now established, paving the way for his decision to start Lukaku, Sanchez and Juan Mata on the bench against Brighton. There are the 3 who play the most, but then you've got Rom, you've got Juan and you've got Alexis. So I've got a front 6 I can rotate, he said. I used to be one of 4 strikers when we played with 2. Now we have 6 forwards and we play with 3 most of the time. In fairness to both Lukaku and Sanchez, they have not had the easiest of starts under Solskjaer. Lukaku missed his first 2 games after being granted compassionate leave over Christmas, but has scored twice off the bench and again on his only start against Reading in the FA Cup. There has been no sign of dissent from the big Belgium striker over losing his place to Rashford. Indeed, he was the one who stayed longest with the England international and helped him up after receiving treatment for a challenge by Brighton defender Martin Montoya towards the end here. Lukaku was stripped and ready to come on when Pascal Gross fired Brighton back into contention in the 72nd minute, causing Solskjaer to have a rethink before sending on only Mata instead. He eventually got on the pitch 10 minutes later as a replacement for Martial, meaning Rashford switched to the left flank, and did his best to hold the ball up as Brighton threatened to snatch an unlikely draw. Sanchez, meanwhile, returned from Chile shortly after Mourinho was sacked last month after going home while he recuperated from a hamstring tear. He aggravated the problem on his only start under Solskjaer, also against Reading, and is still working his way back to full fitness. We're still waiting to see the best of the Chile star year after his move from Arsenal in exchange for Henrik Mkhitaryan. He is a player who loves to play football and he's been hindered by injury, said Solskjaer on Friday. I know how frustrating that can be and how eager you are to get back. He's champing at the bit and his attitude has been fantastic in training. He wants to play. I'm looking forward to seeing him, and I've got loads of good players to choose from. The tight finish to this game meant that he did not even make it off the bench. Solskjaer decided to use Matteo Darmian as his 3rd substitute to replace Rashford, moments after the young striker had been booked for exacting retribution on Montoya with a cynical foul. Even when they are fit, it's clear that Lukaku and Sanchez may have to accept playing second fiddle to their younger teammates while Solskjaer remains in charge. It's not a decision he will have taken lightly, but one that deserves due credit.